Cold showers are for dorks. And I'm going to explain why. You know, today I was speaking to this guy, he's in the gym, and he's telling me that not only does he eat perfectly, he trains well, but he also has a cold shower. He says he goes hardcore mode. And he's speaking to me about how he takes ice baths and that, and talking to me about cold exposure, how he needs to get at least an hour a day of cold exposure so it's healthy for him, for his immune system. Then he starts telling me about this guy who is in the Slavic nations or wherever, and he has an ice bath every day in the middle of the freezing cold, snowy, icy rivers. And I was looking at him and I said, "What? You have a cold shower and you think you're amazing?" No, man. And I started to think, why the hell would you have a cold shower? You know, I understand with my grandparents, they came from Eastern Europe, and there was no water boiling facilities, no electricity, in the middle of Russian winter. Fine, have a cold shower because that's all you can have. But nowadays, when you can have a hot shower, you can use it to relax, you can use it to think. Who in your right mind would ever have a cold shower? And there's nothing special about a cold shower. There's nothing special about it. If you think about a cold shower, that's the temperature of water. So you people think that you're amazing because you're having a cold shower. Oh, look at me, hardcore. Cold shower, I freeze every morning. Well, you know what? If you have a cold shower, you're more likely to get sick than not. So I'm going to be here having my hot showers, enjoying my time in the morning, waking up, getting into the groove, relaxing, putting on my suit, feeling like a normal, respectable man. And you're going to be out there freezing, putting yourself under such stress, and you're going to be sick more often than I am. So I'm going to be on the phone, making sales, getting things done, getting brand deals, sponsorships, making videos, while you're just sick in bed, you know, trying to blow your nose. Meanwhile, you've been having cold showers and you don't know that that's degrading your health. There's nothing special about you if you have a cold shower. You're not like, oh, wow, look at this guy. Not only is he an amazing guy, look at how good he is in the gym. He has a cold shower. Do you think that Donald Trump, do you think that any of these famous people, do you think that Bill Gates has a cold shower every morning? No, he's a billionaire. It wasn't the cold shower that made him a billionaire. It was the fact that he just got down and he grinded and he did the code that he was supposed to do. Here's something else for you. Having a cold shower is nothing more than literally jumping into a pool, or having the tap turn on and you go under the tap. Because there's no such thing as cold. I want to share with you inverse logic. You want to heat up? Get cold. You want to cool down? Get hot. What is the body's resting temperature? Let's assume that it is X degrees. Flat line. Now if you increase your temperature to above that X degrees, you will cool down to reach that temperature, which means you have to heat up to cool down. If you have a cold shower, you go below your X and you cool yourself down, but then that means you heat up. So I'm busy cooling down and relaxing. You are busy heating up. What happens when you heat up? You get angry, you get aggressive. When you're angry and aggressive, can you focus? No. All you're going to do is tell the person, get away from me, start a fight, and end up breaking your hand. Do you want that? No. So why the hell would you have a cold shower? To heat up in the morning. You know, when it comes to the earth, there's a cycle of temperature and energy. So when the earth is hit by the sun, because it rotates and the sun's energy is given to the earth, it heats up, right? In the morning, the earth heats up. And so at night when the sun isn't facing the earth as it turns, the earth cools down. So if you have a hot shower at night, you cool down. If you have a cold shower in the morning, you heat up. But who's to say that you have to join the cycle of the earth? If you follow the crowd, my teachers always used to say, if your friend and your cousin and your brother all run into a fire, are you going to jump in the fire? If your best friend named Saul goes and runs in the fire, are you going to jumps off a cliff? Are you going to jump off a cliff? No. Which means that you shouldn't follow the cycle of anyone, and certainly not the cycle of the earth. Just because the earth rotates like this doesn't mean that you have to rotate like this. You can go counter to the narrative, and that allows you to break free from all of these traps. Now behind me is a dictionary, and I can't actually get the book now, but I believe that it is the dictionary and the words that is going to be able to allow you to move up to the next level. Think about it. You are limited right now by your circumstances. You are a victim of your own circumstances. And why? Because you have been taught a few words in the school system, intentional. You have been given a school uniform, so you've been confined as to how you can dress. And you've most likely been given a culture or a religion, which means that you are following the cycle of everybody else, just like following the cycle of the earth. Now I said before, you need to focus on going against the cycle. You need to focus on When the earth is heating up, you need to cool down. When the earth is cooling down, you need to heat up. Which means if you have a cold shower in the morning, you are only going to heat up with the earth. You need to have a hot shower in the morning and a cold shower at night. You know, I waste so much time, I used to, by having a hot shower at night. It takes 30-40 minutes to cool down. Now I have a cold shower, boom, in bed and I fall asleep. So let's get back to what we're talking about with the cycle. Everybody else, including you, are a victim of circumstance, limited by what you know and the decisions that other people have made. There is a flow in your life, most likely school, then university, then a job, and then debt, finished. A family, 1 or 2 kids, and that's it. If you're lucky. There's a flow. You need to break free from that flow. Me doing these videos is the way that I can break free from the flow. I never used to dress like this. It's only now that I break free from the flow. So the lesson for today is you need to do something. It could be reading a few words in the dictionary. It could be making videos and sharing your own thoughts and opinions with other people. It could be dressing better. It could be trying to get a girlfriend. It could be getting a job so you earn more money. But you've got to go against the grain, go against the flow, because there's someone else who's more powerful than you, who's decided the exact course of events. Now people will say that it's the government or some other, elite group of people. And there is some truth to that. Let's look at the government. Do they control your school and the information in it? Yes. Do they control the university and the information in it? Yes. What do you need to get a job? University/high school. And who controls the government? Which means they can control how much you will earn, and they control a large portion of your life. There was a famous leaked footage, piece of footage of Dr. Fauci, who said you must wear masks and sanitize and stay at home, social distance. All of the COVID regulations, which we've now found out were basically useless. And so when it comes to Dr. Fauci, he said, if you make it hard for people to get access to schools, universities, friends, getting involved in social events, go to the shops, they will blindly, and they will not just eventually comply, but they will blindly comply because you've made it difficult for them. So the government is involved in this certain way, and they make a certain flow of events and force you to be involved in their system, because they will make it incredibly hard for you to make any money, to support your family, to get a job, if you don't comply and don't go through the high school or don't go to university. And so the crucial way to get around that and to flip it on them, flip the game on them. Oh, you want to play me? I'll fix you, man. I'll sort you out. You flip it on them and you go against the grain. They don't want you to be educated, so you educate yourself. They want you to know 2,000 words, so you learn 3,000 words. They want you to dress like a street sweeper or like someone who's very poor, so you start wearing suits, you start dressing like the elites. And that's the lesson for today. Just like this air conditioner. Most people are going to enjoy it. I'm going to turn it off now because I'm going against the grain, and so should you.